6.
Oprah on the pact she made with Elizabeth Edwards. Next Extra.
The controversy surrounding Craigslist is heating up. With more than 50 million users a month, there's great concern over how the website is managed. Tuesday, attorney generals from 3 states met with company officials to get the popular online classifieds network to clean up its sex-related postings. CBS's Kelly Wallace reports.
In a closed meeting inside this Manhattan office building, 3 attorneys general pressed lawyers from Craigslist to permanently remove the site's controversial erotic services section.
No question, absolutely none, that Craigslist is operating an online brothel here. We're going after them to persuade them they ought to do the right thing, cooperate, and eliminate these ads.
South Carolina's Attorney General went further, saying remove all prostitution ads and pornography in 10 days, or he'll prosecute the executives of Craigslist.
It is nothing but filth. It is advertisement for prostitution.
But experts say it's unlikely Craigslist can be held criminally liable. Current federal law grants immunity to web operators like Craigslist for content on their site they did not create.
Simply because Craigslist knew there was bad behavior going on online, that somehow makes them culpable. Well, perhaps in a moral sense, and the attorneys general are free to argue that, but what they can't do is argue that there is some kind of legal violation here.
The pressure on the classified online site intensified after Philip Markoff was accused of robbing 2 women and killing another, all of whom he met on Craigslist. In a statement, Craigslist CEO said of Tuesday's meeting, "We are optimistic that our shared concerns can be addressed without compromising free speech." In November, Craigslist, at the urging of 40 attorneys general, began requiring a working phone number and credit card to advertise erotic services. But the state's top prosecutors demanded Craigslist take tougher action in days, not months. Kelly Wallace, CBS News, New York.
Over the past few years, a special law enforcement program called Safe Surrender has seen 18,000 mostly nonviolent fugitives turn themselves in peacefully in a dozen cities. As CBS's Russ Mitchell reports, the program changed hundreds of lives last week in Wilmington, Delaware.
Kyron Richardson was on the run from Delaware police.
A dark cloud hanging over my head.
Wanted for violating his probation for gun possession after skipping meetings with his probation officer.
Walking on eggshells for almost a year and a half is a pretty dangerous situation.
Potentially dangerous for him and his family.
I was afraid that probation and parole would come and kick my door in.
If you have a knife of any sort, please take it back to your vehicle right now.
The Richardsons were among hundreds of Delaware residents who came to what was called Fugitive Safe Surrender, a U.S. Marshals program run with state and local authorities to clear outstanding arrest warrants.
This opportunity is an incredible cost saver to the courts, to law enforcement, and quite a help to the communities.
It took place over 4 days.
This gentleman here take you in.
With judges, attorneys, and even vocational counselors.
We always believe in a second chance.
All under one roof of a church.
We didn't come to be hustled, we came to be helped. Right?
The support of local clergy is a key part of the surrender program.
Today, pastors have left the pulpits, they've hit the pavements, and folks are coming because they trust the faith leaders.
The people also trust their outstanding arrest warrants will be treated favorably, but mostly they're looking for peace of mind. Dave Malo had a warrant for theft.
Well, you wake up in the morning, you're thinking about it. You think about it throughout the day. You're looking over your shoulder. You're worried about people recognizing your face.
He came with his wife to get a fresh start.
How can you enjoy life and how can you enjoy your marriage or your family when you have this heaviness hanging over you?
Malo was allowed to pay a small court fee and leave with probation.
We'll celebrate every day.
And after paying $589 in fines, Kyron Richardson will no longer be living under the radar.
The biggest thing is I'm not a fugitive anymore.
To the marshals and police, the program eliminates risk. To them,
Anytime a person surrenders, that's one less foot chase, one less car chase, and we see the results too often where somebody's injured or killed as a result of a car chase.
Barnell Wright had a handful of traffic violations.
It's still intimidating when you come in because you don't know what's going to happen.
By the end of the day, with a smaller than expected fine, his tickets were cleared.
Right there, new destiny, that's what I got.
Over 4 days, more than 1,000 people surrendered in Wilmington, clearing more than 4,000 cases, and only 6 of those people were arrested. Russ Mitchell, CBS News, New York.
Olympic champion Michael Phelps is free to race again. His 3-month suspension, levied after pictures surfaced of him smoking a marijuana pipe, ended yesterday. Phelps says he will swim competitively for the first time since the Olympics next week in Charlotte, North Carolina. Still ahead, you see it every day, road rage. But now there's a safe and legal way to vent your anger. We'll show you how. This is CBS News, Up to the Minute.
Even if you love spots, there are some places you don't want to see them. Get rid of spots in your oven with Easy Off Fume-Free Oven Cleaner. It starts working instantly without fumes. Just spray and wipe. Spot cleaning with Easy Off Fume-Free means less full cleaning later. And no fumes makes it great for everyday cleaning. And this summer, clean your grill with new Easy Off Barbecue Grill Cleaner.
I need pain relief that won't mess with my grip.
The new Icy Hot No Mess Applicator. Massages in long-lasting relief for shoulders, knees, backs, even arthritis. Icy to dull pain, hot to relax it away. Icy Hot No Mess Applicator.
No pain, no mess.
Falling asleep, not a problem. I discovered new Unisom Sleep Melts. Dissolves quickly without water and tastes great. I get to sleep faster, stay asleep, and wake refreshed. Melt to sleep fast. Get new Unisom Sleep Melts.
Do you two want to sit together?
No, that's just the money I could be saving with Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It's the money you could be saving with Geico. You were made for each other. You like money, he likes money. Well, he is money.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Did you fall? Oh, rollerblading.
You poor thing.
Skiing accident?
Mountain biking.
Snowboarding?
Hang gliding.
Respect.
Hard water stains, huh?
Cleaning hard water stains with the wrong product can be painful. Lime Away is scientifically proven to eliminate lime scale. The leading all-purpose cleaner doesn't. And the frustration of constantly scrubbing hard water stains. And give your arm a break. For lime, calcium, and rust, Lime Away's a must.
Coming up, meet new friends, discover a hidden gem, even find free places to sleep. New tricks to planning an affordable and fun vacation right at your fingertips. Coming up on The Early Show. When the questions are just as important as the answers.
Aren't you going to have to tell them that they just can't do that?
There's one place where the biggest names in politics face the facts, face the truth.
How bad is this situation right now?
Face the Nation with Bob Schieffer, Sundays on CBS.
Putting your house to work in showbiz tonight on the CBS Evening News.
I'm going to have a Swiss cheeseburger, jalapeno peppers. And you put ketchup on it, or do we do that ourselves?
I'm going to have your basic cheddar cheeseburger.
He's got a world-class kitchen and a staff to cater to his every culinary need. But when you want a burger, you want a burger. President Obama and Vice President Biden surprised customers and employees at Ray's Hell Burger in Arlington, Virginia yesterday. They each paid cash for the $7 meals. The president also left a $5 tip. Meanwhile, the White House is still getting a lot of flack over that photo shoot of Air Force One that caused panic in parts of New York and New Jersey. And now it turns out they've decided not to ever release the publicity shots of the president's plane near the Statue of Liberty. The shoot cost taxpayers more than $320,000. Turning from the sky to the road, we've all seen rude and reckless drivers, and it's often frustrating that there's little you can do about them. Well, that's changing now. CBS's Daniel Seberg has more.
How many times have you seen this? Or this? Or maybe it happened to you. Bad drivers are everywhere.
He's gonna kill somebody.
And often seem to just get away with crossing the line, especially if their behavior doesn't result in an accident. Not anymore. A close call used to mean just cursing the other driver and maybe risking a case of road rage. But now, thanks to the web, you can share that frustration with others. Call it cyber shaming.
Sometimes shaming, will work, sometimes it doesn't work. But the point of the site that it gets people talking about it.
Mark Buckman started PlateWire.com, where people can submit the license plate of drivers deemed too dangerous or reckless.
I felt that the internet could use a place for people to communicate, to take out the anonymity out of the roadway, to have a place to say, hey, I witnessed this.
Clearly the idea is hitting a nerve as several bad driving sites have popped up, from taking on people who take up more than one parking stall, to this site that grades LA drivers on an idiocy scale, to cyclists who document their harrowing encounters. Psychotherapist Robbie Ludwig says sharing the experience with other people can ease the frustration to a point.
If you're using it appropriately, it's a way to just kind of release your anger, feel like you're exposing somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, and then you can move on. It seems fairly harmless and kind of fun.
So you never know if that other car is ready to report your terrible driving for the entire World Wide Web to see. Daniel Seberg, CBS News, New York.
Summer is just around the corner, and we're all already starting to dream about that summer vacation. But the economy has many of us thinking about saving rather than splurging. So joining us with some tips on how to find a great deal is Amy Ziff, editor-at-large for Travelocity.com. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
So the economy has also affected flights, we're seeing, and so people actually could get a good deal, even though they're holding on to their money.
This is going to be the summer of the deal, so it's actually a really good time to travel. One of the aspects of the economic downturn is the fact that people want to, travel companies want to get you getting out of your seat and going on the road, and so they are offering some amazing deals with flights. I'm seeing prices that we haven't seen in years. The domestic average for Memorial Day is $295. Now that's a holiday weekend, under $300. The international average is around $610. So international deals are really the steal. Now, of course, you're thinking that's higher than the domestic, but we're again talking about a holiday weekend, and I'm seeing flights across the summer into Europe for $500, for example. It's a really good time to get a good flight. And if you're wondering, well, how do I do that? I'm seeing flight sales every day. You don't have to worry about that. You could just sign up for something like FareWatcher, and you'll get an email into your inbox when the flight you want has gone on sale.
And we said you brought in some numbers about Vancouver. Average fare $449. That's down 15%. I mean, that's a great deal. What other things are you seeing?
London and Dublin, I'm consistently seeing good pricing too. They're also down more than 15% year over year. And again, that's Memorial Day weekend and into summer. So some really good fares there. And of course, domestic fares are less expensive too.
Should you be watching your email? Should you be watching the sites? When's the best time to book? What should you be looking at?
Well, if you see a good deal, it's probably a good time to buy it then, because you are not guaranteed. A lot of these sales are very quick. They come and they go, and then they're over with. So if somebody gets there before you, the seat may be gone. So you want to lock that good price in when you do see it. Monitor your email, sign up for sale information so that it comes to you, and that makes it really easy. There's no one single day to buy, but just being on top of it and being ready to go, pull the trigger when it happens.
And what about hotel deals? What are some good tips on that front?
Good tips on hotel deals. One is you want to look for destinations that are offering you incentives to come and bring your travel dollars to their destination. So for the summer right now, I'm seeing a deal to Bermuda, 4 nights or more, and you can actually get $400 credit to spend towards your vacation. A really amazing deal there. And then also similarly, Puerto Rico, if you spend if you spend 3 nights there, you can get up to $300 in credits, $200 back towards your package, and another $100 to spend in the destination. So that's one way to go. The other is to look at high-end properties, which are really trying to lure people in and get customers right now, because people think expensive when they think high-end. But imagine this. You you can get a 4.5, 5-star property at half of what it might go for at another point in time. So I've got deals I'm seeing to Beaver Creek, the Park Hyatt there, and also to the Arabelle in Vail, both of those 4.5-star properties, and the rates are less than half of what they are in peak ski season.
Well, a lot of good choices. All right, Amy Ziff, thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
You're watching CBS News Up to the Minute.
So the insurance company and the folks that did this to me have some sort of arrangement. They get more work and the insurance company gets kickbacks. I see. Look! Who wins here? Not me. Or me.
It's your right to choose who fixes your car, not the insurance companies. You know, I'm on your side.
Do you know why you get dark circles under your eyes? Because blood leaks out of your capillaries and pools under your skin. I'm not kidding, it's just like an ugly bruise. But now you can erase dark circles with a revolutionary breakthrough called Hydrolyze. Hydrolyze diminishes the appearance of dark circles and tightens puffiness in bags by repairing leaky capillaries, leaving you with younger, brighter eyes. See for yourself by calling for a risk-free trial right now.
My husband, he can't stop complimenting me. People tell me I look 10 years younger.
Even doctors say surgery cannot deliver these stunning results. Hydrolyze is so powerful, it even helps build new collagen in the skin, reducing crow's feet and wrinkles. Try Hydrolyze risk-free and see for yourself.
Well, I used it and wow, the dark circles are gone. I don't look tired anymore. I feel great.
You deserve younger, brighter eyes. Call now for your risk-free trial of Hydrolyze and experience the transformation for yourself. For your risk-free trial, go to youngerlookingeyes.com or call 1-800-598-9103. That's 1-800-598-9103.
Hi, I'm Randall Palazzo with Palazzo Custom Homes. We continue to sell many new homes with a winning combination of high quality, great pricing, and vintage reproduction designs available only through Palazzo Custom Homes. Brand new, green certified homes in many close-in Portland neighborhoods. Come see our beautiful English Tudor, Craftsman bungalows, and our 4-square homes, all at prices you can afford. Visit us at PalazzoCustomHomes.com or go to Coin Local 6 and click on the Generation Green page.
This year, Little League Baseball is celebrating its 70th anniversary, but there's another anniversary getting much less attention. It's been 35 years since Little League lost the fight to keep girls out of the game. CBS's Sandra Hughes has a score.
When the Burbank High School baseball team hits the locker room, the starting pitcher changes in the snack bar.
1, 2, 3, time! There are some teams that when they realize there's a girl pitching, they kind of step up their swagger a little bit, you know, and they're like, what is this, a joke?
By the third strikeout in a row, no one's laughing at 5'2" Marty Cementelli.
On the mound, you know, it doesn't matter your height, just gotta hit your spots.
In Little League, she had more than 500 strikeouts. Already this season, 35 strikeouts in the first 6 games.
How many different pitches do you have?
I have about like 8 different ones. I have my fastball, curveball, slider, 2 different kinds of cutters, 2 different kinds of palm balls, and a changeup.
Most major league players have 3 pitches. 35 years ago, a lawsuit forced Little League to let girls play baseball. In response, the organization also created a separate league of their own for softball. Today, 100,000 girls play Little League baseball, but far more, 360,000 play softball. And after age 12, the message is clear. Boys play baseball, girls play softball. Marty wasn't listening.
Did you ever think about going into softball? Never. Everyone always asked me that. I would never be a pitcher. It's so awkward to me. It's not the right motion to me.
An 11-inch softball is pitched underhand. A baseball 2 inches smaller is pitched overhand.
Calling softball the same as baseball is like calling tennis the same as ping pong.
Oh, Lily! After watching her daughter fight to play, Jennifer Rich wrote a book about why girls are kept out of the national pastime.
It's not the boys that are the problem, it's the adults. It's the parents and the coaches that just can't handle it.
Marty won Most Valuable Pitcher in the Women's World Cup. Back home, she's hoping being best in the world is good enough to stay in the game in high school, college, and beyond. Sandra Hughes, CBS News, Burbank.
You go, girl. All right. Thanks for joining us this half hour. This is CBS News Up to the Minute.
CBS News is... There's an episode of your favorite CBS show. Catch up on CoinLocal6.com.
CBS News Up to the Minute. Hundreds of thousands of Pakistanis flee a coming battle with the Taliban as leaders of Afghanistan and Pakistan travel to the White House.
The unemployment rate will probably peak early in 2010 and then come down relatively slowly after that.
And the Fed chairman warns of additional job cuts even when an economic recovery finally gets underway. Good morning from CBS News headquarters in New York. This is Up to the Minute. I'm Michelle Gielim. The war against the Taliban takes center stage today at the White House as President Obama meets with the leaders of both Pakistan and Afghanistan. The talks have taken on a new urgency, with Taliban forces digging in for a major battle on the doorstep of the Pakistani capital. Militants seized government buildings and laid landmines in the streets of the Swat Valley. A 3-month-old truce that gave the Taliban control of the region has collapsed. And Pakistani forces are now on the move. They recaptured a key town in Unar in that district, just 60 miles from Islamabad. Scores reportedly killed, and the army is now poised to widen its assault. The Taliban is now in control of a wide swath of Pakistan, stretching to the Afghanistan border. And the prospect of all-out war has hundreds of thousands of residents on the move. CBS's Lara Logan reports.
Residents are packing up and fleeing the Swat Valley, the government preparing to shelter up to 500,000 people. A sure sign the situation is getting worse, not better. It may also mean the Pakistani army is finally doing what the U.S. wants, taking on the Taliban and Al-Qaeda militants who now control that area. That issue's sure to be top of the agenda when 3 presidents meet. Barack Obama's greatest foreign policy challenge so far in the hands of these 2 men, Pakistan's Asif Ali Zardari and Afghanistan's Hamid Karzai.
He might get warm handshakes, but can the men deliver and deliver adequately? It is far from clear.
The U.S. needs Zardari to rein in the militants and guarantee his nation's nuclear weapons are safe from terrorist hands. But the U.S. is dealing with a weak president in a country more accustomed to military dictatorships.
In general, he's not very popular.
Like many Pakistanis, Fouzia Saeed supports the president's party, but not the man himself.
One thing that we do not want is for any powerful country, especially United States, to undermine our democracy.
Pakistanis do feel undermined by recent public statements from the U.S.
The civilian government there right now is very fragile.
That may be true, but saying it hasn't made President Zardari any stronger as he faces critics in Washington and at home.
I read in the newspapers that the administration is distancing itself from President Zardari in favor of his leading political opponent, Nawaz Sharif, in the Punjab. That's simply not true.
Here in the poorest areas of the capital Islamabad, people feel abandoned by the government. Even though many of them voted for President Zardari and his party, they say he's done nothing for them. Across the border in Afghanistan, many feel the same way about President Karzai.
He has turned into somebody which has shown the ultimate sense of irresponsibility towards the needs in the feelings of the people.
In Washington, Karzai asserted his independence from his U.S. backers, mindful of his audience at home.
Unless the sanctuaries in our neighbors, the training grounds in our neighbors go away, Afghanistan will not be stable or peaceful. The return of the Taliban is because we did not address the question of sanctuaries in time.
President Obama's challenge, how to get results without alienating 2 key U.S. allies. Lara Logan, CBS News, New York.
The Afghan president is also expected to demand an explanation for a U.S. bombing raid that left dozens of civilians dead. It happened along Afghanistan's border with Iran, where the Afghan army was battling Taliban gunmen. Local villagers reportedly gathered their women and children in several compounds to keep them safe. That's when they claim U.S. aircraft mistakenly targeted the compounds. The U.S. military confirms it took part in the battle. The State Department says it regrets any civilian casualties. Closer to home, 3 top Bush administration lawyers will reportedly not be put on trial for their role in drafting the so-called torture memos. The Justice Department will reportedly recommend that Jay Bybee and John Yoo be investigated by their state bar associations for possible disciplinary action. No action is being recommended against the third lawyer, Stephen Bradbury. All worked in the Justice Department's Office of Legal Counsel. Bybee is now a federal judge. Yu is a law professor at Cal Berkeley, and Bradbury is in private practice. As for the recession, Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke says he sees the end in sight for everything but unemployment. CBS's Chip Reed reports.
Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke walked a fine line, balancing good news on the economy against signs of a long and painful recovery.
We are hopeful that the very sharp decline we saw beginning last fall through early this year will moderate considerably in the near term, and we'll see positive growth by the end of the year.
He cited positive news on housing. Pending home sales were up 3.2% in March.
The housing market is beginning to stabilize.
Consumer spending, he said, is also up 2.2% in the first quarter, and it will get a boost in coming months, Bernanke said, from the president's stimulus package. But the recovery will only gradually gain momentum, he warned, and with businesses nervous about hiring new workers, unemployment will remain high even after the recovery is well underway.
We think that the unemployment rate will probably peak early in 2010 and then come down relatively slowly after that.
Bernanke defended the so-called stress tests that were delivered to 19 major banks Tuesday and will be publicly unveiled Thursday, arguing that transparency will restore confidence in the banks.
That's a very important part of this whole process, is letting people see what is on the bank's balance sheets.
Treasury Department sources say about 10 of the banks will be ordered to raise more capital to make sure they can survive if the recession becomes even worse. If the banks can't raise the money on their own, the federal government has promised to back them up once again. Former Fed Governor Larry Meyer says it's necessary to make sure the banking system survives, but that doesn't mean taxpayers will be happy.
If they tell us that a dozen or more banks need capital and that it more than exhausts the funds they have available, that'll be a very bad day for the markets.
But Bernanke says the stakes are so high on stabilizing the banks that failure to do so could stall the recovery and extend the recession. Chip Reed, CBS News, the White House.
And health officials have confirmed the first death of an American with the H1N1 virus. The 33-year-old woman died earlier this week in Texas. She was battling other health issues as well. The woman had recently given birth. The baby is said to be healthy. Last week, a Mexican child died in a Houston hospital. This is Up to the Minute.
Miss an episode of your favorite CBS show?
Not in the business of letting killers go.
Catch up on CoinLocal6.com. Prime time, daytime.
Oh, my God.
Plus specials and TV classics only on CoinLocal6.com.
Do my local lookup. If it is around this town, you know it can be found. Do my local lookup. Talking about the way to find what you need. Furniture and schools and garden seed. Automotive, heating and air. Look around, you find it there. Do my local lookup. Look around you. Do my local lookup. Do my local lookup. Do my local lookup.
As a woman, I know the challenge of fighting wrinkles as you get older. As a physician, I know there's nothing I trust more for treating wrinkles than the ingredients found in hydroxytone. Ingredients proven to erase wrinkles, tighten skin, and make frown lines disappear from view.
Now you can request a risk-free trial of hydroxytone today. Call 1-800-983-3387. The results are so impressive, hydroxytone was given away in celebrity gift bags at international film festivals. It erases wrinkles, tightens skin, and makes frown lines disappear from view.
I recommend it because I know hydroxytone works. It works for me.
For a limited time, try it before you buy it. But when this offer's gone, it's gone. Go to smootherface.com or call 1-800-983-3387. That's 1-800-983-3387. Call the number on your screen right now. 1-800-983-3387.
Building a deck? From durable hardwoods to low-maintenance composites, Crosscut has the selection you want and the service you need. Truly a woodworker's candy store. For the finest in decking, make sure it's from Crosscut Hardwoods.
Reserve Chief Ben Bernanke told Congress Tuesday he sees the economy turning around later this year, but warned the recovery will still be slow and painful. Karen Brown has more in this morning's CBS Money Watch.
Investors could be trading cautiously today as they wait for some key economic news. The government will finally release the results of its stress tests of U.S. banks on Thursday, and on Friday, the latest jobs report and unemployment figures come out. On Tuesday, the Federal Reserve Chairman told Congress that the recession should be over by the end of the year. Ben Bernanke says he expects the economy to hit bottom in the next few months, then start improving. However, he predicts higher unemployment and lower housing prices before we turn the corner. Bernanke's comments didn't get much of a reaction from Wall Street. The Dow fell 16 points. The Nasdaq dropped 9. The company that provides loans to people buying GM cars says it lost $675 million in the first quarter. GMAC, which also issues home mortgages, has been hammered by the collapse of the housing and auto markets. The company has received billions in government aid to stay afloat. The Walt Disney Company says its second quarter net income fell 46%. Big profit drops at its movie studios and theme parks are a major reason. Microsoft is expected to slash about 3,000 positions over the next 12 months. It's the second wave of cuts at the software giant. The company cut 1,400 jobs in January, the company's first ever layoffs. For more business headlines, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. On Wall Street, I'm Karen Brown.
As Karen reported, Chairman Bernanke mentioned positive signs for the housing market, but the slump is still far from over. Look no further than Victorville, California. It would cost more for the developer to finish these 17 new homes and sell them than it would just to tear them down. So the bank called in the bulldozers. One other money matter: when word got out that insurance giant AIG had paid more than $160 million in bonuses, it set off a political firestorm. Now it turns out the payout was a lot more than that. After the company was bailed out by taxpayers, it paid out more than $450 million in bonuses in 2008. The payments averaged between $5,000 and $50,000 per employee. Tuesday, we saw and heard from the recipient of the first ever face transplant in this country. CBS's Michelle Miller has the story, but first a warning: some of these images are graphic.
5 years ago, Connie Culp was a striking, energetic mother of two. Then one night, her husband tried to end it all. He pointed a shotgun at her and pulled the trigger. The blast blew away her nose, her upper jaw, and left her almost blind.
Could not breathe through her nose, could not smell, could not at least sense aroma.
Her husband was in jail, but after 30 plastic surgeries, she was confined to home with little help of leading a normal life.
Society have rejected her. She was called names, and children were afraid of her.
Until last December, when a team of 8 surgeons at the Cleveland Clinic began a 22-hour operation to replace 80% of her face. The cost for all of her medical care, an estimated $1 million, though she didn't have to pay for it. First, doctors removed the face of the donor, who had been declared brain dead. And through microsurgery, the team connected Connie's veins, arteries, and nerves to the tissue, rebuilding the bones to support it all. Connie remained anonymous until Tuesday, when she revealed her new face.
Connie, come here.
And her old sense of humor.
I don't need my nose.
With her new nose, she's recovered her sense of smell. Connie can also now eat solid food, drink without a straw, and breathe on her own.
She eats hamburgers and enjoys her pizzas. She's drinking coffee from the cup.
Like any transplant patient, Connie takes medication so her body doesn't reject the donor tissue, and she faces more surgery ahead. She hopes her story is a lesson for everyone.
So don't judge people that look the same as you do, because you never know. One day it might be all taken away.
Michelle Miller, CBS News, New York.
Actor and funny man Dom DeLuise has died in Los Angeles after a long illness. CBS's Jeff Glor takes a look back at the beloved man's prolific career.
Though he was often a second banana, Dom DeLuise was always a ham.
Okay, simmer down.
His comic timing and generous frame made him a lovable favorite on Dean Martin's variety show, and led to a career as a character actor in some of Hollywood's most memorable films.
Not in the face. Thank you.
DeLuise is most famous for playing the bumbling buddy of leading man Burt Reynolds. The duo made 6 films together, including the slapstick classic Cannonball Run.
Dun, dun. I am Captain Chaos.
An avid foodie and amateur chef, DeLuise penned 2 cookbooks.
Most people wake up to an alarm clock. I would wake up to the smell of food, you know.
And one said of Hollywood that he'd rather be at home with 12 people around his table. Dom DeLuise was 75.
If credit card debt is taking over your life, please write down this number and call us today.
I see people every day that are on the brink. They're going to go over the edge, and at the bottom is a bankruptcy, and we pull them back, and they appreciate it.
Call for Care One Credit Counseling Services to help put an end to the worry, the collection calls, the sleepless nights without bankruptcy.
You do get to consolidate your payments. You don't have to worry about making one payment a month instead of making 3, 4, or 5.
A Care One credit counselor knows how to listen and can help you reduce your payments, pay off debts faster, and stay out of debt.
People are truly amazed when they call us and they see what we can do to help them. I mean, the relief in their voice is just, it makes the job worthwhile.
Please, call today to speak to a Care One credit counselor. It's 15 minutes that can change your life. And the sooner you call, the easier it is.
Care One for you.
It is your path out.
So you've been doing a nice job out there helping people save money on car insurance.
Oh, thank you, sir.
But I think there are a few other things you can say about what a reliable company Geico is.
Right. Well, maybe our Geico's the 3rd largest car insurance company in America. Nice tidbit there.
Exactly. And I've been thinking, looking a bit more businesslike might help too.
Oh, my. No, it's... What's the word?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I can't keep an eye on everything. Thankfully, my air freshener is always watching out. New Airwick iMotion lets out fresh scent, and its motion sensor detects movement and adjusts the fragrance. Airwick iMotion. Airwick, it's good to be home.
It's a revolution in pain relief.
The new Icy Hot Medicated Roll. Take what you need for shoulders, backs, joints, even arthritis. Medicated relief gets icy to dull pain, hot to relax it away. The new Icy Hot Medicated Roll.
With the roll, pain's under control.
Coming up, meet new friends, discover a hidden gem, even find free places to sleep. New tricks to planning an affordable and fun vacation right at your fingertips. Coming up on The Early Show. When the questions are just as important as the answers.
Aren't you going to have to tell them that they just can't do that?
There's one place where the biggest names in politics face the facts, face the truth.
How bad is this situation right now?
Face the Nation with Bob Schieffer, Sundays on CBS.
Putting your house to work in showbiz tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Some of the best movies ever made may be nothing you've ever seen or heard of. Independent films can be nearly impossible to promote, but thanks to events like the Tribeca Film Festival, word of mouth can catapult a low-budget movie into a blockbuster. Dozens of films were handpicked to screen at Tribeca this year. The 8th annual festival wrapped up just this weekend, bringing out both the stars and those hoping to be the next big thing. Joining me now are 2 people behind one of the film's big hits, Peace Star Rising. Gabriel Noble, who's the director, and Priscilla Star Diaz, the subject of the documentary. Good to have you with us this morning.
Hi. Thank you.
So you are a very accomplished young rapper, and what age did you start rapping at? Because when we see you at 9, you're already amazing.
Actually, I started rapping when I was about 6, professionally 8 or 9. So yeah, you actually get to see the first moments of me becoming an artist in the movie.
How did you decide to do this documentary?
I met Priscilla at midnight on a show that I was producing, and she was an extra, and I told her and her dad, you know, it's late, when you get home, it's a school night, we'll use it again tomorrow, and he said, actually, you know what, she's a rapper. We're usually in the club at this hour. The club, I mean, at that time, Priscilla was about this big. She was 8 1/2. She was a silly, goofy little girl, and he brought her over and he had a rap for everyone on set, and blew us all away. And it wasn't just that she was a rapper, it was her aggressiveness, her precociousness, she had cadence and rhythm. And there was a story. You knew there was a story behind why this little girl was doing what she was doing and being snuck into nightclubs at 8 years old.
And let's go ahead and take a look at a clip of the film. It's pretty amazing.
Nice my words, entice and superb. You bite what I serve, I give vice to you, herb. And I come through the hood, looking for a world the nicest. I'm a princess who knows how to model and rap. So for what you keep hating, you can swallow a tech. And I'll spit any one. From worse to lava, and both of them is hot like the coming of the lava.
So how does it feel to be out there throwing it down in front of these guys that are, what, double, triple your age?
I mean, it's not like I'm not competitive or anything. I think it's something that I like to do and to have fun with, you know. And it's a type of thing when I paddle, like what you saw just now, somebody like that. It's just, you know, to keep me, you know, more motive with what I'm doing, you know, being happy and just, you know, showing my skills off basically as a young rapper. And I guess that's all I have to say for that.
Now, you're very well spoken and a beautiful young lady. So when you're rapping, I mean, that's almost, it's sort of a different persona. It's more aggressive. Yeah. How do you bring yourself into that?
I don't know. I don't know at all. It's just something I have in me where, you know, if I just step on stage and I'm out to perform, that's what I do. Step on stage and perform as P-Star, you know. Priscilla's a whole different girl, you know, mellow like this and all that. But P-Star, she comes out, she does her thing. It's like one of those Beyonce things, you know, Beyonce versus Sasha Fierce, you know what I mean? It's like P-Star versus Priscilla. I don't know, that's one example.
Now, Gabriel, you're not only the director, you're actually the cinematographer that follows them through the 4 years. Yeah. How was that, following their every move?
It was difficult. It was very difficult to know when to film and when not to film. There was a shot over a period of 4 years. So in 4 years of someone's life, a lot happens. A lot of incredible moments that you want to capture. And there's a lot of moments you miss. And so being a cinematographer helped a lot because I was the only one in the room. I got to know them intimately, and they'd let me in their life. I think anytime that I brought an extra cameraman or a boom operator, it changed the intimacy of the footage. It changed the authenticity. It changed the story. So I found myself in the corner of their house for years, and on street corners and hotels and airplanes, following them and being completely invisible to their story.
Now, you've been welcomed with open arms at the Tribeca Film Festival. Yeah. You were in the running for the Audience Awards, and you actually finished in the top 10. How's that reception been?
That was great. I mean, the reason you make a movie, obviously, is for people to see it. You know, you're in an edit room for 8 months with your editor, and it's a pretty lonely process. So to show it out to a general public, we had 5,000 people there at the drive-in in Battery Park. We had 3 sold-out screenings. So to get it out there and have people excited about it and waiting in line in the rain and coming in and seeing it and being excited, all ages, all ethnicities, it's a dream. It's why we made the film.
Priscilla, what are you doing these days? Because you have another project going on as well.
Yeah, I'm actually working on the Electric Company, actually. We just, we have 32 episodes and the show's going on right now. So basically we're like traveling around, you know, the States and performing for the kids and teaching them about literacy. And it's such a great experience. While then I'm still doing P-Star, you know, working on the Tribeca and the movie, P-Star Rising, also along with my music, so.
And then the two of you have another date in Toronto. What's happening there?
Want me to tell him?
You want to tell me?
I got this.
You got this one.
We're going to Hot Docs, which is a big documentary film festival in Toronto. It's our international premiere, so it's the first time we're taking a very New York film out into the world. So it's exciting for us. We're bringing Priscilla with us and her father, Jesse. It adds a little extra spice to our appearance there. She gets to rap right after the show. So people get to really meet her and her father in the flesh after seeing the documentary.
So, do you do Q&A?
Yeah, of course. That's why you're coming.
Yes.
Yes. So we do a Q&A, but yeah, so we're going to have 2 screenings in Toronto, and then we're going to see where it takes us. We obviously want to do the world and look for buyers.
That's
so
great.
That's
well,
the
I
goal.
wish both of you the best of luck. Priscilla Starr-Diaz and Gabriel Noble, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And for more on this, and you can see a clip, you can just go to our website, cbsnews.com.
What are you wearing tomorrow? Do you need one of these or a pair of these? Coin Local 6 weather kids already know the answer because they get emails every day straight from me. And you can be a weather kid too. Have mom or dad help you sign up. You get daily weather alerts, a magnet, a backpack tag, and a signed photo of the Skywatch weather team. But the very best part, some local kids will be on TV as part of a Coin Local 6 weather report. So go to coinlocal6.com and become a weather kid today.
Dentistry has finally changed.
Blodgett Dental made my lifelong dream of having a nice smile come true. They have the kind of care that if you need them no matter what, afterwards, like a tooth pulled or anything, they're always there for you. Thanks to Blodgett Dental, I have a new sense of confidence that I have never had in my entire life. It really is a life-changing experience having a smile that you're proud of.
Every day, this is our standard of care. We're Blodgett Dental Care in downtown and in Beaverton.
Think you're the only one with stretch marks? You're not alone. Up to 90% of women develop stretch marks. 90%. Even men get them. Getting rid of them used to involve costly and painful treatments. But a scientific breakthrough has yielded a simple, powerful lotion that visibly erases even the worst stretch marks. It's called Celtrixa. It's so effective, we'll let you try it risk-free because we know you'll see results. It's that good. To try it before you buy it, call 1-800-498-5973. The ingredients in Celtrixa not only reduce the appearance of stretch marks, they've also been proven effective in preventing stretch marks. Soothing, safe, and effective, Celtrixa makes even the most stubborn stretch marks disappear from view, leaving you with skin that feels and looks great. If you're one of the millions with unattractive stretch marks, try Celtrixa risk-free. Go to theskinyouwant.com or call 1-800-498-5973. That's 1-800-498-5973.
It's safe to say the man you're about to meet will never make it to Carnegie Hall. But as the reigning world champion of his instrument, he practices as much as any professional. CBS's John Blackstone has more.
When Craig Billmeyer is at his day job, you would never guess.
Right now, there's no stopping it.